All right, the first card to come out is the Nine of Swords, and it's in reverse. Very interesting. So this is what the card looks like upright. And this is about someone staying up at night, crying. As you can see, she has her head in the blanket, or worried, anxiety, maybe over a friend or a spouse or a career, or maybe you've just your mind is going at night and you can't seem to get rest. Now, this did come up in reverse. So what I'm seeing when the card is in reverse is that, yes, maybe this has been going on. Maybe you've been concerned about your financial picture, but see how the light is more prominent when the card is in reverse. So it might be that you're starting to get the picture of things. It's starting to make more sense. And you're feeling a little bit more optimistic. But this did come up, so it's not like it's not for naught. It came up on purpose. So just to pay attention to your thinking, I said earlier at the beginning of the talking about the full moon, it's important what we're thinking about, consciously and unconsciously, because we're going to be manifesting. So to pay attention to that and continue to do so. The universe, it feels like, is wanting you to stay on the positive road as much as possible. Positive attracts positive, negative attracts negative, but positive is a more powerful force. So if you have been up at light, I really am seeing more light when it's in reverse. Usually when I look at this card, it's upright. She stands out. But this time, look at the opening of light. So some of you may feel like there has been a difficult situation, either a relationship or your work, or hasn't been quite what you thought it would be so far, but there is hope and optimism, and maybe that's kept you up. So that's interesting. And so the second card to come up is the Two of Pentacles. All right, you guys, so this is about your money and your work, money around the work that you do. You could be weighing some options. You could have a couple choices here. So that's fun to think about. So some of you are employed and yet you want to do your own business, whether you're an artist, you're technical type person, or you're a playwright, or you're a writer of some sort, of whatever you do, it feels like you're weighing your options. It feels like to me too that some of you may be contacted by someone who wants to work with you. So watch out for any of that may come up for you. It feels very, very positive. They're like seeing your light shine, and energetically they're feeling your success and how much you have to give. So I feel like there may be some options from someone else, and I'll pull a clarification card on that. Be interesting to see who or why that might come up. I'm just intuitively getting that. So stay grounded on this. Okay, so the third card came up for one other sign, and this is the Ten of Wands. So you may be working a little bit hard towards the end of the month, or feel like you have a lot to do. A lot is on your plate. You have a lot to plan out. Feeling a little bit of a weight. You can see the light at the end of the tunnel. See up here where he's moving up to. These are beautiful rocks, and there's a path and then light in it. So you know the result you want to happen. But some of you that may be putting a project together, possibly moving. I myself, I'm moving around the 1st of November, so this would be apropos for what all I have to do in October. So, but it could be too that your work, you're seeing some options here. And so you're taking your experience, what all you've done in your life, and you're going to go with it. You may take on a couple of different opportunities, quite honestly, Libra. You very well may. And maybe you've taken off a bit more than you can chew, but you know what? The best will bubble up to the surface. You'll figure it out. You're going to drop, intuitively I'm getting, you're going to let go of some of this burden and these wands as you get closer to this point here. And it feels like by December, end of November, December, that this is going to feel like a lighter load for you. You're going to be going, whew, okay. You have a little bit of elbow room. You're stretching. You're expanding. Yeah, November, December, this is going to feel lighter for you. So you've got a lot to plan. You've got a lot to do. And I'll pull, like I said, clarification cards for that. And then the last card, I love this, is the Knight of Wands. And the Knight of Wands is a card, of course, this is not yet the King of Wands. So the Knight of Wands has to do with still really being fired up about what you're doing, taking you to a new promised land, moving to new places, going to new places to experience different people, different communities. As you can see here, she's riding rather on this path, and there's the sunlight, just like how there is here. It's interesting. And this one's facing this one. So you may be going on a journey, and this journey proves to be very inspiring for you, because see how these two are facing each other. Actually, he's facing her, who has been upset about finances, it feels like, and or relationship. It could be either. But now you start to balance things. Now you're really doing the balancing act. You've got a lot of work. You have a lot of work that you need to do to get up this hill. But boy, you're going to feel inspired when you get there. And again, this could be a major, some of you could be traveling, or your job calls out for you to travel, or you're being contacted by someone who wants you to do long distance, how do I want to say this? Communications, marketing. Yeah, I'm getting marketing, creative messaging, YouTube. Yeah, so let me know in the comments below what this could possibly be for you, Libra. I'm going to pull a couple of cards, especially around this Nine of Swords. But let's see what's going on here. Okay, well, the first card that came up is the Five of Rods. Well, this is about competition or arguments, not seeing things exactly the same way. Needs to move into the Six, which is about harmony. It's the Five right now. So this discord could have kept you up at night, or you were worried about it, but it's still or a little bit of feeling like you're in competition with other people that do the same thing you do, same work that you do. And like I said, this came up in reverse, so you're not exactly in the mode of it, but it still has a little bit of flavor, the second part. But boy, as you move on through the month, it becomes better. The next card to come up, let's see, this one wants to come, a couple of them want to come out. So, all right, the Ten of Pentacles and the King of Rods and the Nine of Rods. All right. So, all right, well, let's just put them in order that they are. The Ten of Pentacles is about feeling great about your money, your home, your finances, inheritance. Could be from a family member, or maybe someone's wanting to pass on their clients to you. This could be because this is about inheriting. See the different generations? It's the younger, then the couple, and then the older guy. And it's about your house, your money. So there's could be very much some options. Like I said, lots of opportunity. You feel determined with this. These are two rod cards. These are two pentacle cards that came up together. These are two rod cards. So this King of Rods is saying this could be a fire sign, Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries, Sun, Moon, or Rising, man or woman. But it does feel like you could have support, a lot of support to get to this light up here by a person who's very creative in how they manage their work, a real inspirer. I keep getting voice or message or seminars, or you're not you're really going, but you're inspiring people. So that guy could be a mentor, very much a help, or at least give you advice or suggestions, or work with him or her. And the Nine of Rods, a lot of rod cards, comes up with the Knight, and this is the 9. So this was about new journeys. You've been pretty protective of what you've done so far, Libra. The 9 is like, I'm protecting all of my strengths and the work I've put out. I'm good at it, and yet it is mine, and I want to do it my way. And so you have, feels like, creative inspiration about all the work that you've done. You can see he's been a little bit of battle. It's not been an easy road for you guys. These last, and I've said this many times, 3 or 4 years for Libra have not been easy, going up all the way back to 8 years if you want, but especially the last 3 or 4 have not been easy. So you've been through a little bit of a battle, but you're coming out of that. You're coming out of that, Libra. Okay, let's take a look at these cards, the original 4 cards, and add them up numerologically, or add them up and then talk about the numerology that goes with them. So the first one is the 9, 2 is 11, 21, 22. Okay, Libra, 22 is a master number. 22, when I see someone or I do a reading for someone that has a 22 life path, or they're born on the 22nd of the month, these people are real connectors. They are, and this probably goes hand in hand with what I keep saying about the messaging or promoting or vocalizing. Always connecting people with other people or events and people together. So it feels like, you're going to have some options in here. Also, 2 and 2 adds up to 4. So 4 is about building your foundation. You're going to have the opportunity to do that. Maybe a little bit of a lot of planning and burdens, but you're going to see you're going to see your foundation really grow. It's like I say, building the house. You always pour the cement first and the uprights in the roof. You've been in the process of doing that for many years.